Ever just feel like you need help at formation flying? Do you ever aspire to finally join a display team? Well, we have come up with 10 top tips to help you improve your formation flying in PTFS. Keep watching till the end, as the last tip will help you the most. Number 1, get tighter. The number one thing I see when I hire new people is the amount of them who don't get close enough to the person in front of them. When formation flying, ROBLOX causes something which we call screen delay. Essentially, if you had your nose on the person you're forming on's wing, it will look fine on your screen. However, from someone watching your formation, you look like this. Yeah, not good. So, how to counter this is by pushing further forward than usual to compensate for this delay. How I like to do it: third person normal mode, and push forward until you're wing to wing. You'll need to practice this, however after a little bit of practice, you'll get the gist of it really quickly. Number 2, limit your speed. Another pet peeve of mine is when people fly at 60, 70 or even 80% when flying in formations or doing stunts. This is a problem as the faster you go, the more sensitive your movements will be. This just will not work in a coordinated formation, where there are up to 9 people in one formation. You will also have to find the perfect speed for the aircraft you are flying. I would recommend about 180 to 200 knots. For the Hawk T1 aircraft, which the Reds use, we fly at 30%, and for other aircraft such as the F-18, which the Blue Angels use, I would recommend somewhere at 15%, as the top speed for the F-18 is like 1,000 knots. Number 3, legacy throttle. Okay, personally I would say the worst PTFS update had to be the new throttle. It changed the throttle so speed increase was exponential. So the higher the percentage, the higher the increase in speed each step. And on top of this, stalling had been realistically introduced. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but made loops practically impossible. However, the PTFS display team community came together, and with the kindness of the PTFS devs, they reintroduced a new legacy throttle. This ensures that stalling doesn't happen and the speed increases linearly. And boy does this help. By enabling this, you don't need to go 30% just to taxi, and now you can do loops to your pleasure. This one is essential, make sure to turn this one on. 4, small mouse movements. Another big thing I see in new trainees is the fact that they move about like crazy. Small movements will ensure you do not cause yourself to become unstable when flying and cause you to lose control and crash. Practicing small, fine movements will 100% help you increase your skill at formation flying. Number 5, camera type. I see a lot of people flying in first person. Rookie mistake. As mentioned before, not compensating for screen delay enough results in a bad formation. The only way you can achieve a better one is by flying wing to wing. However, you can't see them if you're in first person flying practically side by side. So you need to fly in third person to be able to take reference from them. This is absolutely key to unlocking your full potential when flying in a formation. This video took hours to produce, so if you are enjoying it so far, do consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to take it a step further, we've started accepting YouTube memberships. It's the join button right next to the subscribe. So please consider having a look. On to number 6. Number 6, normal or advanced. When people hear stunts, they think they have to be in advanced mode all the time. That's not the case. When in advanced mode, moving your mouse side to side rolls your aircraft, but doesn't yaw the aircraft side to side. So when you are trying to get back into a formation, you're just going to spin out of control and crash. Good luck getting out of that one. Number 7, turning. When you start flying in a big formation, trust me, it gets difficult on turns, especially steep turns. This is because as you get further out of the formation, the area you have to travel becomes larger, and the people inside wobble and move. So if you're at the back of the formation, it gets quite hard to stay steady. When I lead the team, most of the time I do very shallow banks. Number 8, coordination. Whether you are in a 9-ship or just a pair, coordination when formation flying is just essential. If you aren't listening to the lead and they are trying to explain a new maneuver or command, you will just fall behind and eventually slow down a team's progression. So when a lead is talking, I would recommend listening and understanding what is happening. I would also strongly recommend being in a voice call with your team members, as there can be almost instant communications with your team. I would recommend Discord as the place to be, as our team uses the platform for our communications. If you'd like to check our server out, the Discord link can be found in the description and comments. Number 9. Forming up. Once you have performed a maneuver, all team members may be in different positions. So as a member of that team, it is required of you to speed up and get back into that formation as quickly as possible. Don't go 60%, but for further distances, I would recommend around 250 knots. So 20% max over your formation speed to catch up. A lot of time can be wasted in air shows or tight schedules, so it is crucial everyone learns how to form up quickly. Number 10. Spacing and precision of language. The finale. The most important thing you need to know when forming up is spacing. You may think it's not, however when you have lots of people in a formation, it is so important to get right. Let's say 2 people, red 2 and 3, are on the right and left of red 1 respectively. Red 2 has good width, but is too far forward, and red 3 has good width and is in a good position. What will happen is there will be an imbalance, so one side is further forward than the other, and we want to make sure the formation is even. If you are leading a formation, use references which people cannot interpret differently, and is a preset which everyone can follow. For example, if a break needs to be performed and someone needs to break up and right, instead of telling them to break up and right, tell them to break 45 degrees up and right. This precision of language then makes sure people know what your vision is and won't get it wrong. If you follow all these tips and continue to work on them, you will soon be a master at formation flying. Keep watching till the end for some funny deleted scenes which didn't make the cut. And if you're looking to join an organised display team to fly for, our Discord group has more information about how to join the Reds and our support staff. Hope you have a fun time flying.
What we do here is go back.
I ate my mic. Wait, no, wait, I have an idea.
Let's break, go. Now let's turn back up on me. Okay, fish, you tell them where to go, I have no clue. Let's banking right very sharply now. Leveling now. Let's smoke on, go. Color on, go. Let's break, go.